What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I want to talk about factions. Factions is something we still don't have in Marvel Strike Force, and I honestly do not understand why. Because we have all the elements that are necessary to have game modes based on factions, and it seems like Scopely might is trying to go in that direction with the Harbingers, but I'm not sure, because it still fall very short. For example, when you're using the Harbingers, all these characters have the same tags, but they are not interchangeable, right? If you're gonna use your Vigilantes, and right now we are really struggling with the Harbinger event, if you have your Vigilantes, maybe you want to use Taskmaster instead of Punisher. Maybe you need those blinds to make sure that your team survives. But unfortunately you can't, because the teams are locked to 5 members. And like I said, they are all Harbingers, but they are not interchangeable within the same event, which makes absolutely no sense. And in other games, you can see this very clearly. Even if you are not of the same team, even if you are like part of the same faction, as long as you are part of the same faction, or if you are part of a selected group of teams, then it's fine. You can interchange all of them. And this is something that is very cool, not only because you increase the amount of theory crafting, but you can also play with your favorite characters as long as they are necessary for that. And once again, it feels like Scopely or Boundless is going in this direction of the factions with the Harbingers, but once again, it feels short. It falls short of the expectations because you are still limited of using the same characters. So what's the point? What's the point of using Harbingers if they are not interchangeable, right? Now, this is something that I always expected in Marvel Strike Force, and I have been talking about this for ages. The factions, we already have some of them. For example, Avengers, right? We have a ton of Avenger characters. Why don't we have Dark Dimension-like game modes where we can use all the Avengers together? Let us theory craft, let us play with our characters, try to figure out how to solve these problems. And in the future, if you want to drop more Avengers, sure, maybe we can try it again and make the content more easy for us. And we're gonna look at some examples of these later on in the video. So these are the Avenger characters. Once again, this could be a faction and have a specific Dark Dimension for it. Then you have, of course, the X-Men. You have a ton of X-Men. Why not being able to play with all of them in different places based on their bonuses? And let us theory craft. Of course, that as the meta goes, more stronger characters comes into the game, and that gives us an opportunity to try it once again and see what kind of timers we can do it. Can we beat this faster? Can we complete like different missions, stun this character or whatever, different missions that you could include on those nodes to give us additional rewards? Like simple things like training materials or gold. It's basic, but everyone needs it, so why not, right? And then we have other factions that we already talked about. Avengers, obvious faction, X-Men, obvious faction. But for example, Sinister Six. Sinister Six in the comics, they have way more members than 6, right? It's way more. And we already have like 12. And we have many more that could come to the game, whether it is Scorpion, whether it is the Sandman, very popular characters that people want to see for sure. And this is something that, once again, I really feel like Scopely is missing out, because in other games, factions are huge and you have full game modes that rely on them. So let's take a look at some examples of these. So in Raid, factions are very important because it will allow you to participate on multiple game modes, including Faction Wars, which we are going to take a look at now, but also Cursed City and Doom Tower. Also, throughout the game, you have different missions that require you to use characters of specific factions and progress on those missions. With those missions and with these game modes, you can unlock powerful characters like Lydia the Dead Siren and also the new mythical 100% for free, just by using the characters of the specific factions and completing those missions. In Cursed City, we are also asked to use different factions depending on the node that we are facing, and this rotates every month, which is very exciting. Sometimes you don't have these characters and you get stuck, you have to take order path to move on, and on the next month it's a completely different faction, so you can complete it finally and obtain all the rewards. For example, on this dual boss, yes, dual boss is a thing in RSL Legends. We're gonna face the Eagle and the Fire Knight, and we can use High Elves, Dark Elves, the Lizard Man, and also the Ogrian tribe. So you can see you're going to have a huge variety of experiences every month, depending on which factions you have available and which characters you can use in order to tackle these bosses. Speaking of factions, right now you have a great opportunity for you to get started playing RSL Legends. I have a new QR code. This is the QR code for June, and this QR code is going to allow you to get an insane amount of characters to get you started on a wide variety of factions. As soon as you scan the QR code on the screen and install the game, you're going to be able to get Ultimate Galek, which is a very powerful orc which applies Turn Rewind to the enemies. He applies a ton of HP burns, and he also gives himself increased attack, and whenever he's stunned, he can clear the stun from himself and go back to action right away. After that, you can get the Lizard Man Drake, and this guy is very good because whenever you crit with his ultimate, he's going to apply slow to all the enemies, and slow is extremely important in RSL Legends where speed is king, and it is going to allow you to get more turns. And if you kill any character with Drake, you're going to be able to get more turns with his basic ability, which is extremely powerful. I got absolutely destroyed yesterday because of this guy. Drake will be available to you at level 15, and then it's going to drop on your inbox, so make sure you check it out. After that, make sure you go to the offer section and check out the 16th anniversary gift from Plarium. This is going to get you a bunch of energy, a 4-star chickens, 4 of them, plus epic tombs, very important, and a ton of silver for you to progress your characters. On top of that, Braid has the event Chaos Awakens going on right now, and this is going to allow you to get another legendary character 100% for free just by logging in July. The event started in June, but this character will be available in July. You can choose one of these 6 legendary characters during your first 48 hours in the game. After that, they will no longer be available, so make sure you claim them as soon as you log in into the game. They are 100% for free. You just have to use the promo codes. First off, we have Loki, which is a very powerful controller, and you have to use the promo code GetLoki if you want him. Very powerful controller, very strong in arena, very strong in Hydra as well. Then you have MONKEYKING Song Wukong. Use the promo code MONKEYKING to obtain him if you want. Very powerful in arena, massive brawler, insane damage output in most game modes. Then we have Alice. She was my favorite, she was my starter character. You have to use the promo code GetAlice to obtain her. Very powerful on the campaigns to farm and power up your other characters. Then you have Rurak from the Sylvan Watchers, the most powerful faction right now. Use the promo code 3Hugger to unlock him. Then we have the Desert Queen Tahunarak. The good thing about this character is that she's a void character, so she's not gonna get massive damage from the enemies, and she's a very powerful support character for your teams. Finally, we have the fusion going on right now, which is Tolin the Foul Beard. For this guy, you have to use the promo code Demon Slayer, and I'm gonna be very honest, this is the character that I would unlock right now, as he's insanely powerful. He's like Alice but on steroids, and he makes your team do a lot more damage with all your characters. For some additional rewards, you can also use the promo codes PP500, Midsummer, and Game Leap for some additional rewards, but these promo codes, they have a 24-hour cooldown, so make sure you claim your legendary character first and then use these 3 codes. Just to get you hype you for the Demon Slayer, let's take a look at the promotional video. It's very hyped. Let's go.
Every demon spawn I slay does not get the privilege of eternal rest. See, I turn the foul creatures into my weapons. They tremble at the sight of me, knowing that in death they will be turned against their kind, just as they once did to me.
Going for that.
Use the promo code to claim the legendary Demon Slayer Tholen Foulbeard.
If you want some additional help, we have some slots available in our clan. You can join us and fight the Demon Lord together with us. And if you have any questions, you can always ask in the chat, or you can join me on Discord. The link will be in the description of the video. And we have a specific session for RSL agents in case you want to join us. Once again, we have a few slots available on our clan, but these fill up faster. Let's take a look at some faction wars. First off, we're going to take a look at Dark Elves. And for Dark Elves, you have the starter Kale. This should be everyone's starter because he's the strongest early game, mid game and late game as well. He's very, very powerful. So it should definitely be your starter. And it also covers another faction that was not mentioned on any of the promo codes and the bonuses that we mentioned just a second ago. So make sure you pick up this as your starter, and you're going to be able to cover this Dark Elves faction. And now let's take a look at Demon Spawn, where I got the Cheshire Cat recently, very powerful as well. We also have Allure, we also have Magmar. And yeah, let's take a look at this team in action. Let's see if we can beat this faction. We are facing the Arbiter, which is very, very powerful legendary character. I still don't have the Arbiter. He's someone you can obtain for free, but it might take a few months to do so. Maybe like 3 months, 4 months if you focus on it, which is definitely a decent time. I'm right now at 100 days and I still don't have her, but that's mostly because I have been ignoring her, let's say that. Okay, so we lost one of our members. That's fine. She had no gear, so it's not surprised that she died. But we are doing a nice amount of damage. We have to stop these revivers. They are reviving way too much. They are doing their job way too well. But now the Cheshire Cat, he keeps getting speed, and with all that speed, he's going to do more damage. He's one of the few characters that scales in damage based on the speed, but also based on attack. So it's dual. It's like the fusions, right? You fuse with Potara and it doubles up your attacks. Okay, here we go. We are destroying these guys. Can we finish him off? Okay, that was not the best attack. We should be playing this on manual, but there you go. We were able to obtain this and get some legendary artifacts to craft more gear to our characters, which is awesome. Now that we saw faction wars and where you can use a single faction in order to complete multiple missions, let's also take a look at Cursed City, because this is the other game mode where it takes full advantage of your faction. So for example here, you can see that your options in terms of characters will be limited. We have the Lizardmen, we have Sacred Order, we have Barbarians, and we have a few others as well that I don't know, I can't recognize. But you can see that with these, you can choose different characters that otherwise would not have an option to be played with. And it opens possibilities, right? So for example here, I could use Alice, Freya, the fat guy, Barbarian. And then we could use, for example, these two guys, the Cage Breaker and this guy that has a very strange name. And we're going to take this faction, these different factions, and use them together. Alice, she's going to boost the attack with everyone else. But you could do the same in Marvel Strike Force, right? The buffs that we have in specific game modes, when it says Vigilantes, you can also make it affect the Harbingers or something like that. Like, for example, with Punisher. Whenever they use a specific type of ability, Punisher synergizes along, or with Taskmaster. We assist or counterattacks whenever we do this type of thing. So you can see right here that, yeah, sure, even that these characters are, in theory, not supposed to be used together, you can still use them to take advantage of this. Okay, we're gonna buff everyone with Freya. Now we're gonna spin to win again with Alice. The other guys still didn't have time to attack, but that's fine. They will attack now for sure. Okay, we apply some provokes. Alice now, she's gonna attack one guy only. We have the fat man getting rid of this guy, and now we have this guy. He's gonna put sleep on all of them, and it's over. So you can see that we have these different factions where we could use together the same way that Harbingers work in Marvel Strike Force, right? It's just missing the synergies. It's just missing the combo or the possibility of using those characters together, because I really want to use Punisher with Taskmaster. They are even both skills, so why not? It's really shameful that it's not shameful, it's just lame that Boundless and Scopely does not take this to the next level and really takes advantage of this opportunity of tags and use these characters together and expand how they synergize with each other. Even if it's not like something super crazy like a Dark Dimension, but at least something where you can play, face a challenge, get some gold training materials, and move along until the next update. And the best part about this game mode, Cursed City, not only you can use the different factions and different characters that you usually don't play with, the best part is that you have tons and tons of rewards. Look at this. Tons and tons of rewards. And it's all aleatory. It's all aleatory. It's 4 weeks and 1 day. So every 32 days you can do this once again and get, and again, because it's aleatory, because it refreshes every month, it's not something that even Scopely has to spend a lot of time with, and it's just a good idea and a good way for you to once again use those characters that you usually would not use otherwise. Now that we talked about factions, let's try to improve some of them. We have a summon event going on right now, and we want to take advantage of that. There is Summon Rush going on. This is going to help us to complete the latest Fusion Legendary, and at the same time you're going to get a ton of rewards, which you can see on the screen. And we are going to summon for that, because when you use your shards, you're getting points for the event, so that's a way you can double up on the value of your shards. In my opinion, this is the best time for you to pull your shards, because you are completing the event for the new legendary, while at the same time you are giving your chance the opportunity to get legendaries as well. So we're gonna open some void shards, because I have this lizard here. I don't have any strong lizards, and I definitely want to improve my faction with lizards, and this guy is amazing. He applies slow for everyone and block buffs, and I really want this champion. I've been looking for this champion for a long time. And then we're gonna complete the event with some sacreds, where we're gonna try to pull this guy. Firol is very strong as well. He also applies block buffs. This is very important against that Hydra boss, which we talked about in another video. And also Hugo, the character you guys got for free. Now it's my time to get it with the shard. So here we go. Let's see if we can obtain any of these characters. I'm gonna open like 10 epic and then complete the event with sacred. So let's see how lucky we are. I never pull a legendary with epics or void shards, so it's gonna be a strong possibility that we can do that. So here we go. Let's get started. First summon. I'm gonna keep just the best summons, I guess. Okay, we got a rare. We're gonna skip the rares because we already saw most of them from previous videos. We'll see if there is like any epic worth mentioning. Holo, okay. We have seen this guy, not very good. Okay, another rare. This guy. Oh, this is the new guy, I think. Yes, this is the new guy. So we have attack one enemy, decrease the accuracy. Okay. Then attacks all enemies with heal block. Okay. And then applies block debuffs and block debuffs for all allies plus fill speed bar. Okay, that's interesting. So that actually helps us with the event. Let's see if you can get that lizard, man. I really want that lizard. I have been looking for that lizard for a long time. Attacks all enemies. Has 25% chance of decreasing the speed. Wow, this is a rare. This is a very good rare. Heals and applies reflect damage and blocks damage. Wow, this rare is insane. Wow, wow, campaign location. So this is very good. And faction wars. Okay, let's do a few more summons. We have to do one more void, and after we're gonna open some sacred. Let's see. We got our girl Dagger. She's nice. And now let's see if you are lucky. Can you get at least Hugo? If you get Hugo, that alone would be amazing, because Hugo is very strong. So let's see if you are lucky. At least the Hugo. Probably not gonna get any legendary, because I got a legendary very recently. 20% chance of getting Hugo now. Higher chance. Fenshin, I don't know who this guy is. Applies slow on the basic. And that's it. Applies poisons on the second ability. Okay, let's move on. Let's get some summons going. Crack some shards. Wow, Seeker, yes, let's go. Finally, I can make an unkillable team with the meta. Wow, perfect. This is great. This is not what I was looking for, but it's really good. This is because fill speed bar by 30% and gives offense up, but also grants an extra turn. So, wow, this is really game changer. Wow, wow, wow. This is, I was looking for this guy. This is perfect. Okay, let's move on. Let's do a few more summons. Let's see if we can get Hugo as well. This was already amazing. Even that is not a legendary. Mordecai. Yes, let's go. Oh my god. Another epic character that is very, very good. Hydra, yes. Anything that is good for Hydra, we want it. Let's do a few more summons. Wow, very, very lucky epics right now. These are game changers. Now we just need the Hugo. And there we go. We got the Hugo. And that's it. So let's see where we are on the event. And then we will do a few more summons if it's necessary. So Hugo is very important because she attacks all enemies, as you guys can see, decreases the defense, and also applies block debuffs, which is very important against Hydra. And this is why I was looking for this character. Plus, she can revive everyone if she's the last character alive. And like I said, this is why the promo codes from the content creators are so important. So you can get this character for free. So don't forget to check out the QR code on the screen. We have to do 4 more summons. So now that we got the Hugo, let's try to get the Phoenix. We're gonna change from here and we're gonna get this guy. We have to do 4 more. Let's see if you can pull a legendary. Low chance, but we can always try it, right? Okay, here we go. It's a legendary. Ooh, I don't know who this guy is. Probably trash. If you don't recognize him, it's probably trash. Okay, is Banner Lords. I need a legendary for Banner Lords, so I will take it. Let's see what this guy does. Sigmund, the high shield. On the basic, he removes shield. His damage is based on his defense. On the second ability, attacks all enemies 2 times, and each ability will have a 50% chance of applying Provoke, and also a chance of decreasing the attack by 50%. Very useful. It's not must-have for Hydra, but I could use him. On the last ability, he's going to place a shield based on his health and apply strength for all allies, reducing the damage by 25%, which is also very, very helpful. We have to do 3 more summons, so here we go. Let's go for the next one. It was very unexpected to get a legendary because I got a legendary recently. And we got Phoenix. Oh my god, we're getting everything today. This is crazy. Phoenix has insane damage, and you can see maximum rating for Hydra is really, really good. Once again, another character that applies block buffs. Very, very good. This guy is absolutely insane. Very excited to get to this guy. And for the last summon, we are gonna summon. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Show me what you got. Another epic. Ooh, this guy is trash, but no problem because we're gonna use him to feed for other characters as a chicken, and that's gonna be a good thing, so it's not a big problem. With all these summons now, we have the summon rush, and we're gonna collect all these insane rewards. So look at that, tons of energy. We have the chickens also to improve our abilities. Ooh, that's very good. A glyph for speed of 6 stars, that's very good. We got some epic books, we have some 5-star chickens, legendary books, and finally the epic we are looking for, the new fusion. So there we go. When you complete your faction wars and your cursed city daily, make sure you check out your quests and the advanced tab, because here you can find some additional rewards for completing those missions. This is going to be daily, so you have to make sure you claim it every day, because otherwise they will expire and you're not going to be able to claim those extra rewards. So yeah guys, this is how Raid takes advantage of factions and gives you a wide variety of experiences based on those factions. In my opinion, this is something that Marvel Strike Force should really focus on and copy and take to their own game, as it's something that increases the amount of gameplay you have daily, while at the same time, because it's a wide variety every day, it doesn't get boring. And on top of that, you can also get some additional rewards, including legendary characters, mythical characters, and we are always looking for those, right? Once again, if you want to join us in Raid, make sure you scan the QR code on the screen. This is going to enable you to obtain all the rewards that we mentioned before. Once again, you can get Supreme Galek as soon as you scan the QR code. After that, at level 15, you're going to be able to obtain the Lizardman Drake. That is very powerful with the AoE slow to everyone. Then use one of the promo codes for the legendary characters of your choice. Once again, my favorite is the Demon Slayer. And after that, don't forget to go to the offer section and claim this free calendar for you to get some extra energy and resources to progress your account. On top of that, Game Leap, PP500 and Midsummer for some additional rewards. These promo codes have a 24-hour cooldown, so make sure you use them after you claim your legendary character with, once again, the promo codes on the screen right now. Thanks to RSL Legends for helping me out with this video and letting me talk about factions in their game. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more videos like these, and I'll catch you guys later.